interested in having a stronger core? Do you want like rock hard abs? Well, that's nice, but if you actually want full functionality of your body and to be able to do just a little bit more and be a little more safe, then that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to do some core workout, but it's not your basic core workout. We're not going to do sit-ups and crunches. We're going to work on L-sits. L-sits, well, it doesn't just work on your core, it also works on your hip flexors. So who am I? I'm Dana. I'm a personal trainer and a yoga instructor, and I'm here to guide you through basic, step-by-step tutorial, very beginner friendly. In fact, this is for beginners on how to improve your core strength, your hip flexor strength, and get better at L-sits. If there's something that you're interested in, then keep watching. So to do this, you'll either need 2 yoga blocks, or now one of mine is actually propping up the camera right now, so it's at this right angle. But 2 yoga blocks, ideally very firm. This is cork, so that you have more of something to push up on, right? If you have a flimsy little foam one, it's not going to do you very good. But I also have these Parallette bars. Parallette is what they are. So it's kind of like ballet is how it's spelled, but parallel. So I actually made these. I didn't make them. I mean, you kind of make them. I ordered these, and then you have to put on the black strip yourself. It's come off over time. That's fine. I etched this in with my, there we go, you can kind of see it, with my wood burner. So if you're interested in that, I will be posting a video about that later. But let's keep going. So we don't need these just yet, but having them handy, literally handy, will be helpful. Now you don't need these yet, especially if you're a beginner, right? So they'll be helpful as you progress, but depending on where you're at, especially if you're a true beginner, you might not even get to parallel status yet or parallel status, right? So basically, before we use those, your main foundation is, I will have us do kind of one core exercise. I apologize, but if you're here for your core, then I guess it's not such a bad thing. So we're going to do a hollow body hold, okay? So you're going to, I'm going to walk you through this because I want you to try this from this angle. So this is something that you'll find oftenly occurs in a yoga class. There's a reason for it. It's so that you have a more integrated connection with your core and your strength and your muscles, right? So they always have you sit nice and tall, bend your knees, your feet are about hip width distance apart. From here, you're going to lengthen your arms out ahead of you. And then from here, something nobody ever really says in a yoga class, but I do, is tilt your pelvic bone. When you tilt your pelvic bone, you're now engaging your lower core. So just imagine as if it were an ice cream scoop. Extend your arms out ahead of you, and then as you lower down, one vertebra at a time, all the way down to your mat. So from here, we can do a quick full body stretch before we move forward. So what we're going to work on is we're going to work on our pelvic tilt on the ground. So you want to just press your lower back into the ground and think about scooping your pelvis towards the sky. All right. So you might have a little bit of space down there. Suck that down and tilt your pelvic bone. And now it should be compressed, no space. Okay. From here, you're going to lift your shoulders off the mat and keep your arms to your side. This is your first variation of a hollow body hold. From here, you can lift one foot and then the other. This is your second variation of hollow body hold. From here, if you want to make it harder, you can start to lengthen one foot out away from you. This is your third variation. You can move this leg back in and go for your second leg, all while keeping your lower back on the ground. If you want to increase this progression, let's say, extend your arms overhead. So the more you bring your arms away from you, the more intense this is going to be to activate your core. From here, you can lower one leg away, and then you can lower your other leg away. If this is too much, draw them back in and draw your arms back to your sides, all while maintaining shoulder blades off the ground, all right? And gently relax. If you were following me through that whole thing, great job, because we were holding that for a while. So that's your hollow body hold. Take a moment to rest, reflect on what you just did. And from here, inhale, big deep inhale, big deep exhale. Release your nervous system. Okay? And then we're going to do that one more time. So find your variation. Try your hardest first and then move forward. So tilt your pelvic bone, lift your shoulders, arms to your sides, feet up, and find your variation, whether it's one leg in or switching your legs. Hold it here. Breathe. Focus. Focus on your form. There's no point in doing any exercise if your form sucks, okay? Because you're mistraining your body. You're going to train it to do things that you don't want it to do. So if your form is getting sloppy, regress, okay? And release. You can lay down. I just decided to sit up. Now that we've accomplished that, your core has been properly activated. If you were wanting to do a few more of those before we move forward, you can pause the video. But we're going to move forward from here. So now we're going to get into the L sit. So you can bring your hands, the closer to your hips or behind you it is, the easier it's going to be. So to start off, you're just going to lift one foot and lean back. Okay? And then the other foot and lean back. All right? So we're just lifting one foot and the other, okay? Notice the sensation that you're feeling. You should feel a little bit of your obliques working as well. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. One more time on each side. And relax. Go ahead and shake it all out. Shake out your legs. If you want to lay down right now and take a breath to release your core, you're welcome to do so. So now we're going to move to the next variation. Once again, you're welcome to pause this at any time. So next variation is your hands can be behind you, and then you lift one leg and try to lift both. All right? You can bring your hands closer to make it a little easier. I think this is where you want them for this if you're going to lift both, because it's a lot harder to lift them unless you just lean all the way back, right? But what we want is we want to start working on your compression muscles, the muscles that allow you to tilt your pelvic bone and contract your lower abdomen at the same time. So when you're doing this, you're not quite doing that. But we can start there. And if you're a little bit more advanced, you can bring your hands to your hips, or you can bring them near your thighs or your knees. Let's just, for the sake of everyone, start here first. Lean back, lower, and lift your legs. All right? We're going to do 5 reps, only 5. So we're on 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Lay down, rest, breathe, whatever it is you need to do. Shake everything out. Reset your nervous system. Come back to your breath. All right. Now, harder variation. Hands are a little bit closer. Now, this is where it gets tricky. You want to lengthen through your spine and then pull your shoulder blades apart, focusing on your lower core compression. Just holding this. Just hold it. See if you can. And then from here, we're going to lift one leg and the other. Notice how challenging that might be for you. All right, we're going to do that 4 more times on each leg. That's 2, 3. Try to stay straight through the backs of your knees if you can. That's 4. And last time on both legs individually. And 5. Good job. Shake it out, breathe, reset. All right, so you can either keep your hands here or here. Once again, round through. So lengthen, round through, and then press through your fingertips. Your fingertips are wide. And lift your legs. We're going to go for 5, all right? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Lay down, breathe, stretch it out, relax, reset. If you want to make it more challenging, your fingers can be beside your knees and you can lift this way. So one thing I like to do is play with where I put my hands. So sometimes I'll start here and then the next one here, 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 the next one here. So the further you get away from you, the harder it is, if you didn't notice. All right. So I'm going to let you choose your next, and we're going to just do 5 more, whatever variation you want. You can try to do like I just did and float your hands forward or float them back, whatever feels right for you. All right. Last time, 5 sets. Ready and go. 1. Try to pause at the top. 2. Remember your lengthen. Round, pull your shoulder blades apart, tilt that core. 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Relax, lay down, breathe, reset. All right. So if you want to get more advanced, this is where you get your parallette bars or you get your yoga blocks, okay? So at your sides, lengthen through your spine. Actually, here you want to kind of arch first and draw your shoulder blades down and back. So lengthen and then arch. And think about arching your lower core for the compression. Then you raise your hips. Your legs can stay down. We're going to hold it here. You really want to think about pulling your hips back and activating your lower core, all right? Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and gently lower. Now, if that was too hard for you, you might want to stop there, but I'm going to show you the next progression, okay? So, hands on your parallel bars or your blocks. Then you lengthen and then round, and think about tilting your pelvic bone forward and press up and lift your legs. All right? In 3, 2, 1, and lower. So, moving forward, you can try that again and try to hold for 15 seconds. You can set a timer on your phone, but as we're beginner here today, this is as far as I'll go for now. In the future, I'll start with my taller bars. To be honest, the ones closer to the ground can make it harder or easier depending, all right? So I hope you got a lot out of that. I hope you feel a little bit more capable in your body and more invigorated and inspired to do more. If you're interested in more calisthenics, I'll be posting a lot more of that on my channel because it's something I'm very passionate about. This yoga wheel here, I'll bring into my next video. So until next time, keep having a beautiful day and being your beautiful self. And I guess that's it.